Today we are coming with another wonderful program on your own pleasure, and we are having a chat with one of our representatives in the House of Assembly, and I'm sure you are going to know her, even if there's no introduction. The only female we have there, vocal and powerful, and we are going to be having a chat with her based on what she has done and what she intends to do again maybe in the near future. You see, there's a need to have a chat with them because it is normal they tell us what they've done for us because they are there based on our votes. So we actually need to at least add them to what have you done for us so that we know if they are good enough to be sent again because what we believe is that one good term deserves another. So that's why we are here today to start a chat with our sister. But I think she will do the introduction better than myself. Sister, you're welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah. If some people want to know you, do your self introduction.
Okay. I'm right, Honorable Mrs. Maria Omozele Olugbe Edekor, the member representing Eastern Northeast Consultancy 2 at the Edo State House of Assembly, the former Deputy Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, a two-time commissioner in Edo State. I'm from Ewoyi, from the royal family. My grandmother is from Iduagwe, Nefandio, and I attended Iduagwe Primary School in Oromi here. I attended our Little Floors Girls Grammar School, the best girls' school in the whole world. In Oromi here. Yes, we were raised by Reverend Sister Raphael. I'm a product of the University of Benin. I schooled abroad too, so I have a degree in French education, in public administration. I have a master's degree in law and my PhD. I'm sure I'll be concluding my PhD in law in the next few months by the grace of God. I've been a lecturer in the university, the Faculty of Law, Pennsylvania University. Before going to Pennsylvania University to lecture, I taught in secondary school. I rose to the rank of Principal 1 before I voluntarily retired as principal in secondary school and went to the university to lecture. I have been chairperson of International Federation of Women Lawyers in Edo State, also a national financial secretary to International Federation of Women Lawyers. So I'm a member of the Nigerian Bar Association, the Benin branch, the Lion branch. So I have published a lot of articles, about 50-something articles, published in learning journals. I've participated in international conferences. I've done a whole lot. I'm a mother, a wife. I have 4 children, so and I have grandchildren. Wow. Lovely grandchildren, yes. So that's a little bit about Omozele Olugbe Edekor.
Wow, that is beautiful. I love that. I think I could say you are a human encyclopedia. Yeah. Now, sister, what actually motivated you into politics?
Well, politics. Of course, I have been in the social development world as the chairperson of International Federation of Women Lawyers. And I told you that I've been a lecturer. My area of interest I taught human rights law, I taught humanitarian law, international law, and jurisprudence. So when you look at these areas of law, you have to do with protection and of the rights of citizens. While I was just rounding up my stewardship as the chairperson of FIDA, some Edo State women, my sister, my classmate in primary school, Betty Okebo, she's my next door neighbor,
Okay.
and she was the state woman leader. She's still the state woman leader of APC. Except for some other women, they called on me, they visited me, and encouraged me to come into politics. Then the first lady then was it, we were preparing for an election then. I told them I'm not a politician, I'm a core professional. And they talked at length. So after about 2 months or 3 months thereabout, eventually with the consent of my husband, my family, I agreed to come into the race. I contested then for primaries under APC, and that was the beginning of my political journey. A year after that, I didn't get tickets at that first instance, but I kept working for the party. When they needed a commissioner to revamp the then Ministry of Women Affairs, I was a preferred choice. They brought me in to reform the then Ministry of Women Affairs. By the special grace of God, I was able to revive that ministry. That's in his second tenure as a commissioner. There was hardly 6 months there for my second tenure when the then government and some religious leader, the governor, deputy governor, all of them, they said I have done well and they needed women in Edo State House of Assembly. They called on me to come to contest for a seat into the House of Assembly. I was a little bit hesitant because, like I've always said, I'm not quite a politician. I'm a social development person. But they encouraged me, I came in, and by the special grace of God, I won that election, a landslide victory, as the first girl child to become a commissioner from Esa Northeast local government area, and the first girl child to become a parliamentarian from Esa Northeast. And from the whole of Esa, I'm the second girl child to be voted as a parliamentarian.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Now, how has Johnny been? How have your relationship with your colleagues in the house? How has it been? Just explain for us.
Well, my relationship with them has been beautiful, has been perfect, because when I came into the House of Assembly, which is unprecedented, the very first day we were sworn in, I was elected to be the Deputy Speaker. It's an uncommon thing. So for a new entrant. So as a Deputy Speaker, I worked so hard. I'm a technocrat. So I brought my wealth of experience. By the grace of God, we were able to get our autonomy. I was one of the key persons that drafted the bill for the autonomy of the State House of Assembly. And during my time, we actually passed the bill for the judiciary to become autonomous too. And thereafter, the first budget for that, the House of Assembly, under the autonomous statute, I chaired that committee. Budget is a living document, so I brought life into it. I led a lot of transformation. My colleague, they love me, they don't just like me. You will see the time I resigned as Deputy Speaker, if you were privy to what my colleagues had to say about me, it was, some described me as, it's immortal, some we need them, some described me as a woman with uncommon character. And by the grace of God, they vested on me all the rights and privileges of a deputy speaker for life. So I'm sure that goes to speak about my relationship with my colleague and the uncommon love they showed to me. So I'm grateful to them and I love them too. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. Yeah, now let us talk about your achievements now. Let us take it one by one. Let us talk about security. Like what have you done in that area? Because right now, like in this here now, we are faced with the problems of insecurity. What part have you played to improve security here in this land? In that place?
Thank you. As an opening statement, I would want to say on security, I've done so much that I can even remember. There are so many things I may not even remember. Because every day in my life, I think about the safety of my people. So anything I am to do, as little that has to do with securing the lives and property of my people, I am always doing that. But chiefly, the first initiative, major initiative, was I built a police station at the National Institute of Construction Technology and Management, Edekor and Rumi, the only high institution we have. I was inspired by my brother, Patrick Ejedawe, Citadel. He told me about the challenges. The children wanted to write exam, and they had challenges. You know, the railway line passes through there.
Yeah.
So something that's supposed to be a blessing has become a problem. That is the track. These, hoodlums, they come into our community. So when they had to write exam, they had difficulty. He had to go and get police to secure the environment because of fear of being kidnapped. And he told me, as a mother, a teacher, and a representative of the people, my heart broke into pieces. And you know the value of an educational institution in terms of development to a community. So our Reverend Father and Chief Anthony Tony Aneni, he brought us institution to our community, the only higher institution we have in Eastern Northeast. So my mind was that, oh, this school, if we do not provide form of security there, it means that that school will not be able to grow. So immediately, the thought came to my mind to build a police station in the school. I went about it. They gave me a space in the school. I built a police station with, I provided solar lights, inverter, a telephone line, a digital form of a station. And when you go there, the prison cells, they are quite different. Those in the holding bay, quite different from what we have in the other stations, because I studied a bit of the minimum standards for prison conditions in Strasbourg, in France, where you have the European Court of Human Rights, the oldest institution there, built by René Cassin. I studied there, and part of my course was on minimum prison condition. So all of those things I brought to bear when we were setting up that police station. By the grace of Almighty God, the police commissioner, Mondia Agbonika, a very good man, noble man, he came to commission that police station, and he decided that I paid to him to make it a divisional headquarters. But he said because it was inside the school, they couldn't make it a divisional headquarters. Immediately, I told him there was an abandoned post at Edekor, less than 5 minutes from that place. And we went there. It was really abandoned. Had to get people to clear it and all that. So the story of Edekor police post then. So immediately the commissioner said, needed to restructure the place. The armory need to be restructured, the perimeter fencing. So by the grace of Almighty God, Right Honorable Itula Friday Bowenzele was with me. It's his community, and I said, well, I can restructure this place. I can renovate, can equip, but the commissioner said we need to get a vehicle for them, and accommodation that proposed for the DPO and the DCO and all that. So we went about doing that. Luckily, there is one very good man from that community. I can't remember his name now. He gave us an additional land at the back. So we fed the trees and all that, built the perimeter fencing, and the Amedokan Association, they supported in there, because with the support, the flooring of that compound was done by my brother, Iman Nwe. He is the current vice chairman of Akuba, ACC Old Boys, from that community. And we started to work to get that place in order. So the stanchion for to get water for them, the overhead tank, putting electricity, CCTV camera, all that. Then my brother too, Amos Inabosi, a very good brother of mine, assisted in some equipment too. And at the end of the day, that police station was fully built up. The commissioner of police, he kept to his promise. He made it a divisional headquarters. Because being a divisional headquarters, we are short of manpower. Because before then, you know the problem we've always had in Uromi with the Uromi police station, that few police personnel there. Right. Luckily, the DPO there now, the commissioner brought a very good man. He's working day and night. He has promised that he wants to keep the farmland safe. So they're always going for bush combing and all the work they are doing. Then we have the Mopo 82. I am part of the key persons that are facilitating the building and all the work we have done. I've contributed financially, and my brother Fred Ojaga, a wonderful man, a good man who loves his people. Amos Inabosi, my brother Patrick Ejedawe, Citadel, Boroni, Sergio Sogo, a whole lot of Esan sons and daughters. Because the mobile Mopo 82 is an ESA initiative. It's not for Uromi, just that it's located in Uromi. And they promised to give us about 1,000 of mobile police officers. That's why we are encouraging our people. We are supposed to build the barrack for the other ranks. If you look at that Mopo 82 now, we are building bungalows, and those bungalows, you will see they are for the senior officer. And the land space there was donated by Idikala community and Eboji. So these are two brothers, because we have the same ancestral father. So if you go to my village, Eboji, you have Ukoko, the Ukoko, which is my own, is senior to Ikala, So they give that land where the Mopo barrack is, the Mopo 82 is built. So you can see that is where I continuously appeal to Esan sons and daughters to assist for us to build the barrack. Once we have that accommodation, that facility, it means we'll be able to post more officers to us. Some of our brothers in Irua, in different places, like some of them have provided accommodation in Irua. We posted some. There's some mobile police officers. They are there. Ebodari, my brother Ebodari. Enelu, Elelu. Any support, Ele support. So the governor, His Excellency, Senator Monday Okpewo, donated hiloses to the mobile police barrack. And when our people they understand that they must on their own fix their community. Audio Koje, he also contributed, he donated the healers and even financial support. That will be a building. Joe Koje just built one of the bungalows here, and my sister too, Tina Inabosi, she also built one. Ray Roya is building one there. So this is what we need. So far in security, we've done a whole lot of this. If you look at the town, the security meeting is Royal Highness, the Anselm Edonuje, the second of Uromi, one of those that betted Atanakba. Even the Amendokian police station, the divisional police station today. So by the grace of God, through my modest efforts, we now have 2 divisional headquarters in Esa North East, which is unprecedented. If you go to Zea, they are doing perimeter fencing of the police station there. I supported them with a quarter load of cement, trailer load of cement. They are working there. I've donated power bike, motorbike to the vigilantes. In the past, I bought uniform, for vigilantes. Sometime I have given them stipends. The last security meeting they had in the palace, when they were to convey that meeting, I had to, on my own, invite the Commissioner of Police to be there to speak about the community security partnership, the neighborhood watch, and I told him less than 24 hours, the Commissioner of Police was there. ITV, I sponsored them to come because I asked His Royal Highness who is covering it. So I said, no problem. I called ITV, they came and they covered it. So today, it's not what we have already done, what we are going to do. That is more important. Because those achievements are already there. So we are, if you look at it today, the police officers, the 2 divisions, they are working. I was with the DPO yesterday, the one in Uromi division, he's down here, and I spoke to him, I encouraged him, which they are already doing. The 2 DPOs, they are working together. They are going with hunters, with the vigilantes to comb the bushes. So our people, nobody is paying the hunters, nobody the vigilante. Then you have the OPC. If you look at the last Uromi day, I called out the young men, Clayton and his group. Those children are going out, they have made a lot of arrests, those selling drugs, those that are vandalizing private and government property, all crime. And what I did was to encourage them. When you arrest these people, don't assault them, don't molest them, send them to the police. And they are doing their work with the DPOs. The DPOs have given good accounts of those children. So my own is that everybody in the community, they must try to make the police officers, the MOPO, the 2 division, the OPC boys, the vigilante, they must make them welcome. They must support them. Even if you go to farm, it's yam you have. Go to the station and say, police, so if we take care of them, they will be happy to live with us. Those of us that have resources, we can choose, support them with motorbike. Like they need hiloses, we give them. We can collectively put money together, we give them to do that. they are buying petrol to patrol the area. So luckily I was able to get inverter for the two, the one in NICT and the Amendoke. Police cannot afford to be buying petrol, so we need more people to get inverter for the one in the Uromi division and the Mopo Barra, so to reduce the cost of running the place. If they are comfortable, they'll be happy to stay in our community. Then there is the one that is very important, which I believe through, I'm even saying I'm going to develop a jingle. Every street, Okowe, they are being asked to come up with community security partnership, neighborhood watch. You all over Edo State, your street where you need to put a gate, you put. Within the community, they contribute stipends themselves. They can get the Bobare gun, go to the DPO, they license them for them. And they can say, oh, 7 o'clock, 6:30, we'll be watching our area to make sure when an unfriendly visitor comes, they are able to repair that person. You don't wait until somebody comes to bust your door open. Because the kind of criminals we are having in our community today, most of them are not Nigerian. They have no compassion. They don't kill people. The criminals you have around our environment, they don't kill people. But these ones, what do? They have no human mercy. Somebody you don't have any problem with, they carry dagger and dagger the person. They come into your home with AK-47. These are not the type of criminals we are used to seeing. Our people must realize this. Government cannot do everything. Before the advent of the white man, we had government of our own. We secure our environment. But we are not doing anything. We are just shouting every day. They're killing me, they're killing me. What are you doing as the head of a family? As a landlords, we are begging them. As their representative, the commissioner of police, Monday Agbonika, is telling every Edo citizen, every street, have your own neighborhood watch as a first line of defense. And once you set it up, call the DPO. They will take notice that these people are here. Now, when there is, they must have the phone number of the vigilante, the head of vigilante. They must have the phone number of the DPOs, so that when there is a situation that is above them, they can easily call for help. This is how a community policing is done. Not that you don't do anything. You are just waiting for a state to do everything. The state government can't do everything. And I'm sure on security matter, I will want to stop here. Wow. And they should learn to thank and appreciate the people that are working for them in the security sector.
Wow, thank you very much for all this.
Thank you.
In fact, it is marvelous. Now, let's talk about education now. Do we have anything there?
You know, I don't like to say I'm a lecturer, I'm a teacher. Yeah, because I've taught in primary school, after secondary school, when life was good. You know, those days when you finish secondary school, you are given job appellate teacher. And they call that is level 04. You're able to help yourself, help your parents, even save some money to go to higher institution. So I taught in primary school. I also taught in secondary school, like I had mentioned, and I taught in the university. So when I came in to politics, in terms of education, the first effort I made was from Ward 11, Dumonza Senior Secondary School. Immediately after my election, I didn't really call a big party to do Thanksgiving. And I quietly did Thanksgiving to my God. But the greatest Thanksgiving was when I was campaigning. I saw the situation of that school, and I felt that money I was going to use for party, let me put it into that school. Luckily, my brother, Fredo Jaga, Peter Okoje, I recall, yes, supported. We were able to renovate the senior secondary school, re-roof it. We furnished it. So that was my first effort. You know, the board, we changed it to the modern, you know, type of board we use now. From Idumoza, if you go to Ewoje, my own village, there was an abandoned classroom. They built it up to lintel level. I had to intervene. It's been built, it's roofed, so it's just to put floor tiles now, and the painting, the furnishing, that will be done. The perimeter fencing of the school, I trusted that project. It has been fenced in Ewoje. If you go from Ewoje, you go to the next village to my own, Iduengele Primary School. I built the perimeter fence at Iduengele Primary School. If you go to Ewoyi Demonstration Primary School, which is on the next street, that's Afuda Road after I kill here, I did the perimeter fence of that school. If you go down that road, Idinama Primary School, that school was renovated, the structure there, I started that project there. If you go to Idisaba Primary School, I'm currently fencing it. They are painting now the school. If you live, you go to still Ward 10, my alma mater, the best girls' school in the whole world, Our Lady of Lost Girls Grammar School. I love that school just the way I love my parents. Because when people that train you to have good character, those are things you must cherish, you know. So I know that school, the fence extend from Idigu to General Hospital. It's quite extensive. Yes, I did the perimeter fencing of that school. If you come to that school, the front, you will see I used Julius paint, satin, to paint it. So it shows my love for humanity and my community. The lawn tennis court was built by Reverend Sisters. You can imagine us at 1978. We had lawn tennis court, we had hockey court, we had basketball, volleyball. They were just about they brought equipment to build swimming pool for us. You see, what is wrong with the black people? If white people could do that for us at that time, what have we done to our institutions? So I renovated because I don't think those children know anything about lawn tennis at all. They were even packing dirt. That was a dustbin. So I got them, they renovated it. I'm raised as I'm a Catholic. That school, we have a Marian grotto, the grotto of the Virgin Mary, where we pray as young kids. We go to the grotto every evening to pray before you go to your dormitory. I renovated it, you know. So if you leave Ward 10, you now go to Ward 9. If you go to Waloke, I attracted the primary school there, the renovation of that primary school. You know, it's one of the projects I put in the budget, because some that I put in the budget. Others, they are my constituency projects. It's been done. If you go to, you leave Ward 7, you go to Ward 8, Iduangwe Primary School. I did the perimeter fencing of that school. If you leave Ward 8, you go to Ward 7. It's mostly the security work I did there. You go to Ward 6, Olilin Primary School. I did the perimeter fence of Olilim Primary School. So there is work in progress. I have the mind, if God permits, Dumegbironwole is one of the schools I have proposed. It's on my work plan, that I would like to work on. There are other initiatives that I proposed, but politically certain things happened. They were not possible. Like Dumo Bodo, there was partnership I was supposed to have with another agency to put together to, but it couldn't happen. But all of this in God's time will happen.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Like you are touching almost all part of the constituency.
Yeah.
I can see. Yeah, do we have anything in the area of heads?
Yes. If you go to Duangwe, the Efandio, the health center there, it was one of those projects I put on the budget, and they worked on it. The health center at Efandio, the one not Wugeweni.
Okay.
And if you go to MOG, my people gave me a piece of land. I commenced a partnership with the state government to build an ultra-modern health center. And I got trailer load of cement, granite, everything, because I was supposed to do it to a certain extent. The state will take over. So my part of the work I have done, and it is different from the old, because the new health centers we are building are the state government. We have a little bit of theater, labor room, and all that. So that project, by the grace of God, it will be completed. God's keeping me alive. Yes, because there is no project that I started by the name of our living God that I will not complete. So that then again, I've had partnership with a resident doctor in Irua Specialist Teaching Hospital. They came, we had a health outreach in, we used Apostolic School, we used Demonstration Primary School as a center. We used St. Ignatius Catholic Church, Nefandio as a center. Olili, we also used there, where we did dental care, eye care, we gave out glasses, with BP, differently, because resident doctor, these are highly skilled manpower. Because some of our parents, we leave them at home, nobody's taking care of them. So that was a very good initiative, which I intend to see how we can repeat that from time to time. You'll be shocked. So the BP of some persons that came there that day, that if they didn't come, and after that a referral to many of them, then again I enrolled some vulnerable persons, elders and all that, in the Edo State Insurance health scheme. In that scheme, I subscribe to that scheme for them, so they are able to go to the hospital. So whatever they be, they will only just pay 10%. So Secamillions is one of the hospitals they are using, and the Uromi General Hospital and the Rural Specialist Teaching Hospital. So that is on health.
Wow. I think if I continue to ask you questions.
Then I also built a cottage hospital at Uzea in collaboration with the World Bank. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much for
there are certain days I may not remember, but it's not important. It's
I
okay.
can see that there are, each page I open, there are plenty to talk about, and I'm happy for that. Now, the question I want to ask now, we're almost running up now, is I'm thinking that they said that one good term deserves another, and from the picture of what you've said now, I can see that you've done so well in your areas. Now, this is the personal question now. Why do you think you deserve a second term now?
Well, the purpose of government You know, it's a social contract between you and the people. Because the people, everybody cannot go to the House of Assembly. Everybody cannot go to the House of Rep. Everybody cannot go to the Senate. Everybody cannot become a governor. Everybody cannot become president. So the people, they have the right to go into contract. I think our people don't understand the meaning of elective offices. If they do, if you want to buy a car, there is a vendor who sells cars to people, and in less than 1 month, they are running to the mechanic. There is another vendor you go to when you want to buy a car. You go there, you buy a car, and that car, you are able to drive that car peacefully, and the car is able to last for several years, even before, apart from regular service you are not. Who will you go to buy from?
The one that will last.
Good. Representing people is a contractual agreement, and it's social in nature. You know, so I deserving. It's a question for the people to answer. My own is to enlighten my community. The reason why you must is the political party, the structure. They are the one we really need to talk to. When you want to pick a candidate for an office, pick somebody that will even show you mercy. Somebody that we know you need to serve our people. You look at what is going on now in Eastern Northeast. I've told you the work I have done. Look at the governor, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpewu. Look at the work he is doing. What we have not seen in Esan for a very long time. He's constructing roads, building health facilities. If you see the drainages, it's once you know somebody that has sincerity of heart. See the ultra-modern market. They are building creches there, which is in line with what we in social development world we believe in. Every year, I put different roads on the budget. You understand? Is it the Ero Road to Idumonza and Upeke Waifo to the Mopo Barrack? Is it the one from the Bishop's Court to through Ekohun to my own village? Is it the one from Idumiyo to Apostolic School? Is it Ango 80? Different roads I put every year. It's never done. And that is why our people must shine their eye. But we have an Esan governor now. Some of the roads, they've started tarring the roads now. That it shows that we have a governor, because most cases governors, they will work in the capital city and where they are from. And not everybody will do that. So if you look at what Senator Monday Okpewu is doing, he has sincerity of heart. He's not thinking of what will go into his pocket. He has said repeatedly, the only benefit he will get from serving as a governor, since he's not putting money into his pocket, is the work that he's going to do for his people. And everyone, there shouldn't be Jews or Gentiles now. We should all come together to protect what we have. Like I tell people, it's in 22 years' time that governorship will come back to Esan. 22 years added to everybody's age. I'm now asking all globally, how old will you be that time? You may no longer be active in politics. So let's do for ourselves what we can do now by supporting our governor. He is the president. Because if you vote for him, you are voting for the president. If he does not, if you are in opposition, he will not have resources to work. So let our people be wise, so that at the end of the day, you can see he's working. And my brother, Audio Koje, is working. Like you go to a Lady of Laws now, he attracted those other projects, the classroom building and all that. That is like a modern city. The people vandalizing our institutions, government property, the communities must wake up to protect these facilities. So the diasporas, they should support His Excellency. If they support His Excellency for us to win our election, they are supporting his agenda. Thank you. Right Honorable Mrs. Maria Omozele Oligbi Edekor, member representing the industrious people of Esa Northeast Constituency 2 and former Deputy Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly.
Thank you very much for your time. We are so grateful. So some other time can be here to have a chat with you too, because to me I would have loved to continue, because your level of pronunciation is so interesting like a music ear. So thank you very much for everything.
Thank you.
We enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So viewers, you've all heard from the workaholic representative. I think I'm not wrong to have called her like that, because you will see each question I ask, there are always very many analysis and there are examples to get them answered. And like we all know, one good term deserves another. I think she has done good enough to be sent to that place again, because you don't change a winning team. I may not say you should vote for anybody, but based on what you have heard from her, I don't think you have a choice. So thank you for being with us all the while, and thank you for following the Go Studio. Your host, Sunday Ahimari Nemedose, the Go Studio, London, UK. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Nice to be with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm so happy, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.